Hello and welcome. You're back to Kingston for game 4 of the day here of day 2 of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic. It's the Cornwall River Rats winless to their first 2 games, 0-2, who just lost to East Nepean in game 2 of the day, facing off against a team which is perfect so far through the tournament, coming off a win against the Kingston Colts, a red team, just moments ago. And so the Cornwall River Rats, I believe, need to win this game in order to stay alive. And leading things off for the Red Sox, it's Zane. Will have the honors of doing so. And starting pitcher this afternoon for the River Rats, number 4. This is Jackson, gets the honors. Fair ball. A chopper. Jackson first to it, unable to make the play. And it's a leadoff single for Zane, and he'll have a runner on first base for the Red Sox. As we'll bring up Miller Goods now to the plate. We'll see if he can advance the runner. So lots of action so far here today. We'll have one more game after this one. 4 games tomorrow. Action-packed weekend here in Kingston. Out on the outside, runner going to second, lobs up high. The tag, not there in time. So runner advances himself to scoring position. That's Zane. Goods. Fair ball. Rides right down the first base line. Zane will get the wave around third. And how about an RBI single from Miller? And it's 1-0 early on for the Red Sox. Could not ask for a better start to the ball game than that. If you were Orleans, might have the benefit of just playing moments ago. Their game just finished up almost under 20 minutes ago. So, they got a bit of warm-up already in them. Throw to second. They got him! Miller was making the sprint down to second base, and what a pick-out play that was. Able to throw it down, and there's one away with now nobody on base. That was wonderful there from the River Rats. And Jeremy will get his at-bat continued. That one is a ball. Slow roller to the mound. Jackson stops it, turns and fires. And it's in and out of the glove of the first baseman. And safe and sound is Jeremy. Yes, they'll give another base runner to work with here for Orleans. It brings up Miles Morissette now to the plate. And the Red Sox, well, they just came off an 11-2 win over top of the Kingston Colts red team. And while the Colts, the same team they just beat 11-2, beat this River Rats team last night 9-7. We'll see if that means anything or gives us any indicators. And a successful steal there from Jeremy. Goes from first to second. Moves himself now to a scoring position. This one high up and away for a ball. Miles will step back into the batter's box, so we'll get his at-bat resumed here. So Jackson was the starting pitcher in yesterday's game, and meanwhile, Miles fires this one, fair ball down the left field line. RBI will come in for Miles. How about an RBI double for your first at-bat? And it's 2-0 now for the Red Sox, as he perfectly lined that one right down to left field. The left fielder unable to get in front of it either, which probably added a bit more breathing room for Miles to go to second base. And we move on to the order. Here's Simon. As I was saying about Jackson, he was the starting pitcher in this morning's game as well. Only went 1 inning for the River Rats. We'll see if that is the case here today as well. Stares that one down. Good take there from Simon for a ball. Windy day here. For sure, the weather's been kind of everywhere. Just glad it's not raining as it was earlier. We have a little bit of wind, a little bit of rain, some sun. Pretty sunny right now. Throw down to second off the target. I think the only thing we can ask for is no rain. I don't think there's any more rain on the forecast for the rest of the today. And even tomorrow, it looks like sunshine, which is what you want. We'll have the pitch here from Jackson. On it, right down the middle. High chopper over top of the mound. Second baseman first to it, turns and fires. Unable to get it off in time. And his runners now in the corners for the Red Sox with only one out. And this will bring up Adam. And instead of runners in the corners, making that two now in scoring position. And Simon also to extend an extra base there and get to second. Big time situation here from Adam. His team already up by 2, but a chance to potentially add some runs to that tally. This one to the backstop. Miles sees an opportunity, comes on home, slides on in there. And adds another one to the tally of the Red Sox, makes it 3-0. And so we saw a lot of that in the earlier games today, especially where balls get to the backstop and the opposing team takes advantage of it. They do again there. Holds off Adam. Looks at the umpire. Just wants to see if he gets a check swing there, and he did hold it. And now runners coming home. Sees an opportunity with the catcher off the plate, and he slides on in there. Simon plays mind games with the infield and then makes the dash on home as soon as the catcher takes his focus off of him at third base and makes it 4-0. That's a tough play there for the catcher, John. And a great heads-up base running play there from Adam. Make that from Simon. As moments ago, Adam had 2 runners on to work with. Now the bases are cleared after a pitch to the backstop and a steal of home base. Or plate make that. Adam gets a piece of it. Will foul it back for a strike. And Adam's super close to the plate there. Really playing inside. That one up high for another ball. Here's the pitch from Jackson. And that's over top of the head of Adam. And we'll have a walk to put him on first base. So runner now on first for the Red Sox. That ball bounces off the catcher and hand sliding in there as Adam safe and sound at second base as he makes sure of it. And so runner now in scoring position off of that steal, and this will bring up Vic to the plate. We'll see if Vic can create anything. And that one will be inside on Vic. Looks to potentially even get a piece of him. I believe it didn't, so we'll. And he did get him, but just wanted to take a second there. Make sure he's okay. Looks like maybe on the shoulder, potentially. Move him down to first base, and there's 2 on. This will bring up Ashton to the plate as the Red Sox slowly but surely making their way through the entire order here. 5-run limit rule would come into effect if Adam at second was able to come around and score. That pitch to the backstop. Here goes Adam down to third. Both runners get an extra base. Now 2 in scoring position, but really only Adam's the one that counts. Chance for Ashton to get himself a walk-off inning RBI. We'll see if he can make it happen. Bouncer in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Here comes Adam on home, and there's no doubt about it. Super speedy is Adam as he comes around, takes off his helmet with style, says thank you very much, and ends the top of the inning. 5-run score for the Red Sox. They hit the limit, and when we come back, bottom 1 with the River Rats, their first opportunity on the offense. We'll see how many runs they can get back on the board. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. We'll join you back here for the bottom of the first inning. After the Red Sox put up 5 runs in the top of the inning, have themselves a pretty stable lead. We'll see if they can hold on to it, and the Cornwall River Rats will have their first opportunity on the offense. And leading things off, it's number 4. This is Jackson. Jackson was also our starting pitcher in today's game. Fair ball to the third baseman, cross diamond in time. Called out on the throw from 5-3. A nice toss down there from Beckham over at third base, and there's 1 away. And the first pitch down low. This is Caleb next up in the order. And thrown away. Starting pitcher this afternoon for the Orleans Red Sox, it's Cam French. And so we'll see what Cam can do. Got a quick out from his infield early on. Caleb sends it to right field, and it's caught by Miller Goods. able to get underneath of it, and there's 2 down. Back-to-back successful plays there from the defense of the Red Sox. And a potential opportunity to retire the side in order. This will bring up Wallace. First pitch to Wallace, chases it down into the dirt for ball 1. The 0-1 down and away for a ball. Well, the 1-1 pitch. He liked it. It was down the middle for sure. And we'll see a strike. And a chance for Cam to end the inning. Got it. Strike 3 swinging. And a strikeout to end the bottom of the first from Cam French. Perfectly executed there by the Red Sox defense. Able to get an infield play, an outfield catch, and a strikeout from the pitcher to end it. And when we come back, top of the second, with the Red Sox back on the offense, hit their 5-run limit in the first. We'll see how many they can get in the second when we come back. Top of the second inning as we join you back here in Shannon's Corners ballpark in Glen Burnie, Kingston. New pitcher at the mound here for the River Rats. They go to a lefty. I believe this is Caleb. Will make his tournament debut on the rubber. Leading things out for the Red Sox in the top of the second inning, it's Ashton. We had ball 1. We'll have the 1-0 pitch. And strike 1 swinging there. Perfectly down the middle there from Caleb. Kind of just lobbed it in there. And over top of the barrel is Ashton. Tried to just tie it up, but Nice pitch there from Caleb. We'll have the 1-1. And just on the outside for ball 2. And we'll have 2-1 through the first 3 pitches. Caleb looking to have a little bit slower velocity than Jackson did the starter, but we'll see how he places it around the zone. That's way more critical than velocity. If he can paint the outsides, would be massive. We'll have the 2-1 pitch to Ashton. And inside for ball 3. And it looks like some sidearm there as well from Caleb. And we'll have the 3-1 pitch. Gets him swinging. Strike 2. And it will move us to a full count now between these two. And we'll have the payoff pitch from Caleb against the first batter he faces. And it's ball 4 on the outside for a leadoff walk, and Ashton will make his way down to first base. We'll have Beckham as we approach the bottom of the order. Beckham, Cam, Seba, and then Cam French will be the next 3 confirmed. Beckham and Cam Seba for sure. So going to miss up high for Beckham. We'll take strike 1. Great, what a great tournament we've had so far here. Throughout the this is the 5th game of the tournament so far. We had one last night for today, and we'll have a technical difficulty here. We'll be right back. Apologies for the technical difficulties. It seems the camera, when a little of a blast of wind hit, must have unconnected for a second. We seem to be back up and going, though. It's a walk for Beckham to send him down to first base. Also launch Ashton over to second now in a scoring position, and we'll have Cam Seba with his first at-bat this game. First pitch to Cam, high and outside for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that one again high and outside for ball 2. And so Caleb has walked the first 2 batters he's faced. Gotta just adjust a little bit and find the strike zone here. Can't afford to walk another batter. It'll be the bases loaded with no outs. And we'll have the 2-0. That will get one back. Paints the outside for strike 1. The 2-1. Gets a piece of it, fire to the shortstop, and the catch is made. Throw down to first, As runner didn't tag up, bounces out the first baseman. Now the Jets are on. Throw to second. The tag gets through the center field. And Ashton will see an opportunity to come on home and scores. And here comes another runner as the ball's getting thrown around the infield. And scoring as well as Beckham. As they'll get out number one, but a pair of runs will score for the Red Sox, make it 7-0. And here's Cam French, who was the pitcher in the bottom of the first inning. We'll see if he makes another inning appearance in the bottom second when we get there. Fouls that one back. Right back to the 10th up underneath. And so we'll see strike one off the foul ball. We'll have the 0-1. Inside for Cam for a ball. We'll split the first two pitches, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high for ball two. And so the River Reds down by 7 as it stands right now. Not the start of the game they would have wanted. Against a strong Orleans team who I believe is still undefeated. It depends if they played last night as well. Heavy slice there for strike two. Unable to connect there was Cam. And we'll have a 2-2 count. And a chance for the first strikeout of the ball game if he could find it. For Caleb. The 2-2. Cam doesn't pull the trigger. We'll check the swing. And we'll keep him alive as well. In a full count situation here. We'll have the payoff pitch. And it's ball 4 on the outside. And a walk here for Cam. We'll send him down to first base and give a runner to work with here for Orleans. And so the Orleans team did not play last night. This is their third game of the tournament. 2-0 so far. Here's Zane. Takes that one looking down the middle for strike one. Oh, 1 outside for a ball. We'll have the 1-1 pitch. And that will get strike two looking on the outer half. As Caleb perfectly placed pitch will paint it. And now Zan's got to protect. In a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from the southpaw. Whipped away. Ball 2. Cam thinks about it. That's Cam French over at first base. Will decide to stay at first. He's been very aggressive there along the base paths. Kind of playing mind games with the pitcher and especially the catcher whenever they get the ball. And that will get a piece of the pad for a foul ball. And will keep us at a pair of strikes. That's one way to stay alive right there. And so we'll stay at 2-2, I believe. After the foul ball. And that one will miss on the other side. Ball 3. to the backstop. Here goes Cam down to second and moves himself now to a scoring position. He wants third. The throw, the tag, the ball out of the glove of the third baseman. And Cam goes from one corner to the next, now at third base. And a full count as well here at the plate. We'll have the payoff from Caleb. Fair ball rides down the third baseline, will stay fair, and no play to be had. As it's an RBI single, an infield hit by Zane. It's now 8-0 for the Red Sox. Unfortunate play there. It just kind of rode right down the third baseline forever. Looked like it could potentially spin foul. It doesn't. And here's Miller. And just doesn't get the call on that pitch as Caleb. We'll take ball one. That's ball two. Zane down to second. And will make his run effective. He's now in his scoring position. Miller is a power hitter for sure. We've seen this player launch balls to anywhere in the field. 2-0. Inside ball three, past the catcher. Zane down to third. One corner to the next. Now a base hit away. And we'll have the 3-0 full control here for Goods. And he pipes this one to left field. It gets all the way almost to the back fence. Zane will score. Miller's looking for a triple, and he will get it. How about an RBI triple for Miller? Makes it 9-0 now for the Red Sox. Just a perfectly placed ball. Launched it, lots of velocity, lots of power. And Miller now at third base. And we'll bring up Jeremy to the plate with the 5-run limit coming into. It could come if Miller scores from third base. We'll see if Jeremy can make it happen. An RBI and a base hit. And with 2 outs, 2, even a sacrifice play will get them out of it. And it's a strike one on the outside. So we'll have one more game today here at 5:30 between the Kingston Colts and as well we'll have the East Nepean Eagles. Outside for a ball. Here's the pitch from Caleb. This one to the backstop. Miller puts on the green light and slides in there in time to make it double digits for Orleans and end the top of the second inning. Back-to-back 5-run limit innings from Orleans continue to showcase that they are one of the best offensively gifted teams in the tournament. It's 10-0 is when we come back. Bottom second with the Cornwall River Rats still looking to get on the board. We'll see if they can do so when we come back. You're watching the 2025 Colt Fall Classic here in Kingston. And so we'll join you back here for the bottom of the second inning with the Cornwall River Rats back at the bats. Got to get something sparked here. We'll see if they can do so. And a heavy slice there for Nathan, our leadoff hitter. We'll take strike one. The 0-1. Strike two. Perfectly painted there to get back-to-back strikes. And a quick 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Underneath it, lifts it into foul territory on top of the Orleans dugout. For a foul ball, we'll stay at 2 strikes. The 0-2. Strike 3 looking. Will send Nathan back to the dugout with a backwards K. And there's 1 down. And we'll bring up Jonathan to the plate. First pitch down to the way for ball 1, and a new reliever into the game for the Orleans Red Sox brings some velocity and brings placement from the mound. Looking super duper solid here early on. Foul ball there from Jonathan as he'll get a piece of it and foul it off as the wind picks up here in Hinkson. Gusts of wind all day. I showed up in a t-shirt and shorts, ready to do this full Saturday slate of ball games, but now I find myself in a sweater and pants because it is so cold due to the wind. It also doesn't help I'm sitting the entirety of the day. Ball up high for a ball. And another ball going the way of Jonathan. It's a 3-1 count after the first 4. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And ball 4 on the inside. And so our reliever into the game now is Zane, hitting top of the order as well. So kid can do it all, looking so solid so far. From the mound, but does walk a batter. We'll have a runner on first base. Inside, away from the catcher. Runner down to second. The throw, just a little late. Solid throw there from Cam, but he dropped out of his glove when he first picked it up, and that allowed the runner to get that extra few strides down the base path. And so Jonathan now finds himself in a scoring position. And a strike looking there. The pitch outside for a ball. And strike 2 swinging there, and 1 in the bottom of the zone. And it's a 2-2 count to the first 4. Chance for another strikeout here. And he'll stay alive with a foul ball. As River will keep himself at the plate. That's all he's got to do if he wants to stay alive. Make contact. And we'll have another 2-2 outside to the backstop. Here goes Jonathan down to third. And no slide needed. Safe and sound from one corner to the next. We'll have a full count payoff. Comebacker. No catch made. Dies down in front of the mound. Cross diamond to first. In time. Is called out at first base. Run will score as Nathan comes around and opens the ball game for the River Rats. Such a close call there, but doesn't go Cornwall's way. And a swing and a miss there from Nash for a strike. It was so close there. Hard call from the umpire over at second base. And strike 2 on the outside. And now he's got to protect. The pitch. Just outside. Won't get the call, Zane. Won't. And a good play in the backstop by Caleb to keep that one in front of him. Another ball. We've almost worked a full count here, I believe. Yeah, it is a full count indeed. Here's the payoff from Zane. Strike 3 swinging to end the inning. And a strikeout to finish it out from Zane. River Rats getting one back. They make it 10-1 as we'll head to the top of the third inning with the Red Sox back on the offense, looking to extend their lead. Back-to-back innings where they fit the 5-run limit. We'll see if they do it once more. When we come back, you're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here at Shannon's Corners Ballpark. Top third as the Red Sox are back on the offense here. After scoring back-to-back 5-run innings, looking for potentially something again. That ball in the dirt for a ball. Leading things off here for the Red Sox. It looks to be number 1. I believe this is Jeremy. That one will get him in the back. It'll be a hit-by-pitch walk for the leadoff batter. And we'll have somebody on first now for the Red Sox to work with. As that one gets him. And we'll move on to the order. Here's Miles Morissette. So Miles 11 at bat here with a runner on first base. That one to the backstop. Here goes runner down to second and safe and sound with an easy run as that one squeaked on past. So Cornwall has two teams in this tournament. They have a U8 team, which is this one that we've seen so far throughout today. There's also a U9 team, which we saw yesterday. They took down the Kingston Colts blue team, I believe. I went on the outside for a ball. Pitch to Miles on the outside. Good play by the catcher to get in front of that one. Just to keep runner at second where he is. On the pitch to Miles. Inside, shuffles away. It's ball 4. And there goes runner down to third as well. Thinks about it. Was pretty much at third and then almost went back. Here he comes on home. And there's no challenge for it. Jeremy will just take home plate. And cashes in the first run of the inning here for the Red Sox. Miles also getting to second. After a bit scrambled in the infield there was the River Rats. Got to be more decisive on what you're going to do. And this will bring up Simon. That one over top of Simon to the backstop. Miles down to third. And puts himself a base hit away. That one just down low below the zone. It won't get the call. And Miles now at third base. And just playing with the Cornwall's infield. Well, another pitch here to Simon. And a heavy swing and a miss there for a strike. As Miles has continued to do this all day. And it's really getting to some of these teams and almost got to that one too. As we saw the same thing happen earlier where the catcher kind of walks down the third baseline, but when he tosses it to the pitcher, the runner just goes and beats the race of the catcher down the line. And that's a ball 4 for Simon. Will make his way to first base, thinks about turning for second, won't make it happen. So runners in the corners here as we move on to Adam in the order. And first pitch swinging on one high up in the zone for a strike. As he chased it, that chop bit more of like a slice. It was kind of almost more straight up than it was horizontal. And strike 2 looking. Perfect pitch there. And an 0-2 count. We'll have the 0-2 pitch. Up high for a ball. Runner down to second as well. And makes it still successful now. 2 in scoring position here. Holds off. Awaits the call. Goes his way. I believe around a 2-2 count here. Here's the pitch. Fair ball. Pops it up in the infield, and the shortstop, Jackson, first to it. And there's one down. And a pop-up in the infield from Adam. And we'll have Vic now next up in the order. This is first pitch to Vic on the inside for a ball. Outside. Well, that's a ball. And so with the win here today for the Red Sox, I believe they might have already confirmed themselves the top seed in this pool. That one to the backstop. Here comes Miles on home. And a bit of delayed reaction time from the pitcher, not able to cover the plate. And Miles will come around and score and makes it 12-1. It's just a play where as soon as that ball gets the backstop, the pitcher needs to come and cover the plate. Runner now to third as well. And that's a ball 4 there for Vic. He'll make his way to first. And put runners now in the corners. And we'll bring up Ashton to the plate. Strike one on the outside. We'll paint it. And there goes the pitcher. And the catcher all the way down the line. And allows a runner to get to second base as well. As Vic will take it. 2 now in scoring position. The pitch gets a piece of it, fouls it back. And it'll be a strike against Ashton. Over top of the head of Ashton. Green light for the runner at third. And no slide needed for Simone. We'll just run on in there. Good recovery, though, from the River Rats. They were close to it. Almost got it back in time. But the third run in a row scores for the Red Sox. Now make it 13-1. And a runner on third as well. Pitch to Ashton. Heavy swing and a miss there for a strike. And just up high for another ball here as the Red Sox in control of this game. The River Rats just got to find it out here. Trying to spark something. And that's a ball as well. It's a full count here against Ashton, who will await the payoff pitch. Here it is. And it's ball 4 on the outside. And we'll have runners in the corners as Ashton will make his trot down to first base in a mound meeting, which could do the afternoon. And it will. They'll go to a new pitcher here for the River Rats. And so we'll have the warm-up here for the new pitcher coming into this game before we get back underway. It's number 32 for the River Rats. And we'll get back underway here. Here is Beckham now up to the plate with runners in the corners as we're new pitchers all ready to go. Swing and a miss for strike one. Runner down to second as well. Two now in a scoring position. Runner at second also would represent the 5-run limit rule run as well. We'll see if they can get there again for the third consecutive inning. Here's the pitch. That one, I believe, will get a piece of Beckham, and it will. He'll be awarded first base, and we'll load the bases up here for Orleans. And we'll see Cam Seba to the plate. One of the two Cams on this team, both hitting near the top of the order. First pitch to Cam, holds the swing, takes a ball. Holds it again, thinks about it. Runner's on the move, but really it's up to the runner at third base, so either everybody else moves. So he doesn't move a muscle, and so neither can the runners at second or first. And we'll have ball two, a 2-0 lead here for Cam. And here's the pitch. It's ball three on the outside. (3-0), and it's ball four, a bases loaded walk here. As that will be thought about the 5-run limit. Runners are everywhere. And time is called as a chase down to first base, but won't matter. 14-1. As initially it seemed like the Red Sox thought it was the 5-run limit, and we seem to be, camera had a little bit gust of wind. We'll be back in just a second. So apologies due to that, and we're back after the camera decided to go back to the main menu of its features. Still bases loaded here. Here's Cam French. One run would end the top of the inning as well. That's all they need. Ball being thrown around. Here's the pitch. Holds off. We'll take a ball. It's a 3-0 count for Cam. Ball four as the infield is in. Would end the top of the inning. Got to find the strike zone here. The 3-0 pitch will be ball four, and that will do it for the top of the third inning. As the Red Sox put up another 5-piece here in the top third. Score 5 runs in the first 3 innings. 5-run limit 3 times. And the River Rats will head back to the offense, looking to get something going. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. We'll join you back here for the bottom of the third inning between Cornwall and the Orleans Red Sox. It's a 15-1 lead for Orleans. They scored another 5 runs there in the top of the inning. Leading things off for the River Rats, it's number 5. That is Jax at the bats. Here's the pitch from the new pitcher, the lefty. Just outside for a ball. That's number 1 at the mound for the Orleans Red Sox. I believe that is Jeremy. So Jeremy, the southpaw, bit of a different direction here for the Red Sox. And that one on the inside for another ball. Right down the middle. No doubt about that one. And so Jax is up in the count, trying to finish it off with a walk, and he will get it. It's a leadoff walk for the River Rats, and a runner down to first base. Gives them somebody to work with here. And we'll move on in the order. And I believe this is Arlo now at the plate. That pitch outside for a ball. And so runner at first base for Cornwall to work with is trying to get something back. They found 1 run of the 2 innings they played. That one on the opposite side of Arlo. Here goes runner down to second. And a big steal. Runner now in scoring position here for Cornwall. We'll see if they can use it. And it's ball 4 for Arlo. We'll set him down to first base. And the first 2 batters will get aboard here for the River Rats. And this will bring up Mason now to the plate. With 2 on. First pitch down in the dirt for a ball. Right down the middle for a strike. Looking from Mason. And great velocity there from Jeremy. Just pipes it down the middle. Very effectively. Not a lot of movement on it, just perfectly straight. And Mason holds off on that one. Here's the pitch with 2 strikes against him. Got to protect. And it's a ball just on the outside of the plate. And gets him for a foul ball to keep him alive. And it looks like the catcher's also holding on to his hand there. Potentially could have got that ball in an awkward place. Coming through. Looks to be okay. Shakes it off. Definitely a little stinger there, for sure. And we'll have a 2-2 count as Mason will step back up to the plate. 2-2, strike 3, the call. And it's a strikeout from Jeremy. And there's 1 down. And we'll head bottom of the order here. Or pardon me, back up to the top. This is Jackson. First pitch to Jackson, fair ball to the shortstop. Got to make a play, throw to second in time for out number 2 to be a fielder's choice against Jackson. Advances the runner, though, to third base. Will have runners in the corners. As the shortstop didn't make a decision, really waited to the last second, then decided to throw down to second base and get the out. Runner at third, though. A chance to get his team out of it. Chance for the River Rats to get another run on the board, but with 2 outs, Orleans trying to shunt that down. First pitch to Caleb. Throw down to second, runners going. A hard bounce over top of the second baseman, and here comes runner home. And the River Rats make it 15-2 as they get another one back after a very successful steal as the pickoff attempt down to second base was tried. Bouncer in the dirt. Great play there by the catcher to get in front of that one. That's number 3. I believe that is Adam. It's a great little one-hopper. Here's the pitch. Inside of Caleb to the backstop. That's ball 4 awarded to him. Jackson will make the run down to third base. And it's now runners in the corners for the River Rats. It's been the best offensive inning they've had so far this afternoon. And this will bring up number 27. That's Wallace. Wallace with an opportunity to get himself an RBI. First pitch on the inside for a ball. Runner down to second. Catch Jackson off of third. The tag not there in time. And runner down to second as well. And so we'll see one steal as 2 and now in his scoring position. Humbly pitch to Wallace. Fouls that one back. Gets a piece of it for a strike. And Jeremy and the Red Sox trying to get out of the inning with only 1 run allowed. That's a strike. One dribbles by the catcher. They think about it, but Jackson won't make the dash down. I believe that is ball 3 against Wallace. That one on the outside. And it's a 2-2 count to the first 4. And we'll have the 2-2 pitch from Jeremy. Has Wallace up against it. That's ball 3 to the backstop. Now runners coming home. The play at the plate held on for too long. Skips on past to first. And a run will score as Jackson comes around. And then the catcher just held on to that ball just a tad too long. And won't result in anything. And runner at third base, the only one on. And it's ball 4 for Wallace. We'll set him down to first base and put runners now in the corners. And this will bring up Nathan to the plate. It's the first pitch to Nathan. Outside, runner going down to second. They will toss it. The tag, not there. Runner's coming home. The play off the marker. And Caleb will score. And the River Rats now have 3 runs in the inning. They make it 15-4. And Wallace is coming home. The throw to the plate, not there in time. And that is some heads-up base running there from Wallace. Makes it 5 the tally now for the River Rats. And it's 15-5. And what an inning it has been. Now nobody out as Wallace just got on first with a walk. But steals 3 consecutive bases. That's outside and low for a ball. And a swing and a miss. Delivered down the middle by Jeremy. He'll bite the bait. It was a good pitch to hit, though. He's not able to make contact. Fair ball up the middle, and an underhand catch not made. Turns and fires in time. Able to recover and make the play. Perfectly done there by Jeremy. What a recovery from the lefty. And the call is out at first base, and that will do it for the bottom third. Great inning, though, from the River Rats. They find 4 runs and bring us to 15-5. And when we come back, it's the Red Sox on the offense once more. They put up 3 consecutive innings where they scored 5 runs. We'll see if they can do so again when we come back. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. We'll get back here for the top of the 4th inning, a 10-run game separating these two. So the Red Sox have themselves a pretty commanding lead. Out on the outside for a ball on our leadoff hitter. Well, this is Zane as we go back to the top of the order. pitch to Zane. Trying to be lobbed in there, not able to hit the marker. And we'll see another ball. The pitch. Down in the dirt, it's ball 4, and Zane will make his way down to first base. With a leadoff walk and give a runner for the Orleans Red Sox to work with. Brings up Miller. Miller good to the plate. And, well, the Red Sox looking like a team that we could definitely see tomorrow in the championship game. We'll have 4 games for you tomorrow, but we're actually going to switch over to the major division for a couple of games. That one to the backstop. Zane hesitates for a second, now makes the run down and gets himself at second base. This one to Goods. Back of the bat, a foul ball. In fact, it rode down the third base line. It would have been funny to see if that stayed fair, as it was square on the bat. Windy day here. Runner at second. Here's the 1-1 to Goods. Other side of the plate for Miller, and we'll have a ball. Miller flies this one up to left center field, drops down into no man's land. Zane will get to third. It's a base hit as the ball's getting thrown around the infield. Here goes Zane to the plate and slides in there with no test. Makes it 16-5. It's an RBI single for Miller Goods. 11-run separated the two. And this will bring up Jeremy to the plate, who just pitched the last inning as well. That pitch away. The catcher not able to get in front of it as well. Kind of kicked it away, and Miller runs down to second base. So Miller now in scoring position. And we'll have the pitch. Lobbed in there. Not able to connect with the top of the zone. That one gets to the backstop. Miller down to third now, as he steals a pair of bases. First to second initially, and then second to third. And it's ball 4 for the runner. He'll get down to first base. And time is called. It looks like they're going to make a substitution out in center field. I believe that's Arlo. He has his glove off his left hand, and they just want to ensure he's okay. So substitution out in center. We'll just have a quick moment of time here to allow the center fielder to get to his position. Runners in the corners here for Miles after Jeremy found a walk. Hits that one on the end of the bat. A roller to third base, and no play to be had. It's an RBI single for Miles Morissette, and it's now 17-5. As the Red Sox continuing to showcase their dominant offense, which you've seen so far throughout this weekend. And well, more specifically, the 3 games we've seen today. That one is barreled to right field, and it gets all the way back almost to the fence, as Simone got all of that ball. 1 run comes around. Another one will score. Simone's looking for the inside the park home run, and he makes it happen. It's an inside the park home run for Simon as the dugout clears in celebration. And how about that to end the top of the fourth and win them the ball game? It's a walk-off inside the park home run. And due to the 10-run limit here in the fourth inning, the River Rats would only be able to score 5 runs anyways, which would still be 5, 10, 12, 20 to 10. That's 10 runs. That's the ball game. What a game. The Orleans Red Sox book their ticket to the semifinals here tomorrow as the top seed, as they are a perfect 3-0 for the Cornwall River Rats. I believe drop down to 0-3. That will do it for their tournament. As always, thank you for the River Rats for coming out. Hope they had a great time here in Kingston. I believe that is their final game. We'll have one more game today, though, in approximately just under half an hour. It's the Kingston Colts taking on the East Nepean Eagles for a spot in the semifinals. Won't want to miss it. I've been Jacob Ewing. The Red Sox win this one 20-5 over the River Rats. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in just under half an hour.